welcome back. Christina Walsh is a licensed physical therapist and owner of Hands-On Therapy in Metairie. Christina has been practicing physical therapist for over 9 years, and I'm really excited to have her here on the show today because we're going to learn a lot about not just physical therapy, but whole body approach to taking care of yourself. Christina, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
You know, it's a very high energy show today. In case you haven't noticed, we just finished with Camille Whitworth, very powerful woman. Beautiful person, and I've heard that you're an amazing person as well, so I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, so Christina, let's talk about how you got involved and what made you want to become a physical therapist.
So I wanted to be a physical therapist originally because, you know, they say don't say this at your physical therapy school interviews. I wanted to help people. And I had a fascination with anatomy, biomechanics, physiology that started way back in high school, dissecting frogs and that sort of silliness. But I loved it, and so I had to pursue that. I went into physical therapy. I also had an aunt who was a physical therapist who helped my dad dramatically with back pain, and that was such an inspiration for me. But then I found this specialized work that I do now through my own injury. So I had a whiplash injury. I was in pursuit of my own recovery, and I found a lady who specializes in integrative manual therapy, which is what my additional training is in.
Okay.
And it became my passion. It was one of those things where I had my first session with her, and I was on the table feeling what she was doing with me, and I thought, I'm dropping everything and going to study this. I came back from my second visit with her with a list of classes going, where do I start?
Wow. Okay, so tell me about this approach or this modality, you know, and how it differs from your traditional physical therapy.
That's a great question. So even people that I've treated long-term have a hard time describing it. It's something that we don't really have a great frame of reference for because it's a very gentle approach.
Okay.
Yet it gets very deep into tissue for really dramatic releases and spur of the moment changes in how your body's feeling and moving. So it's a great bang for your buck sort of technique, which is why I fell in love with it as a patient first. I got up off the table and thought, oh my God, I can't believe the instant result. I feel so much better. It didn't even feel like she was doing much of anything. So I'm just feeling for tension in the tissue, and I'm giving it some slack, as opposed to a more direct approach, which is pushing into and through that tension, which can sometimes be painful. So that's a bonus of what I do now. It's always pain-free. In fact, a lovely side effect of this type of treatment is that it's deeply restful. So you feel deeply relaxed, and you get up and you can move better. You can integrate with your muscles better through exercise, and you don't have as much pain. So I'm decompressing things and letting you move more freely, which results in a lot less pain. It's really fun and exciting, and I love it.
Well, it almost reminds me of everything you're saying reminds me of yoga, you know, where people start practicing yoga and they just feel like they can breathe and decompress.
Yes.
Right? Because it's all about the posture and those little subtle moves actually add up.
Yes, and if they're targeted at exactly the right place, that's part of the key of what I do, is feeling for the deepest point of tension and the thing that's actually causing the pain, which sometimes isn't even exactly where the pain is, which is part of the trick. So if you can get to the root tightness, and you free up so many other things, and you're moving better and feeling better. And we all know that being in pain affects our mental status and our well-being, and we're cranky and we're fussy and nothing seems right. So when you can get up and move without pain again, it was such a gift to me to receive that, and I'm so grateful that I get to do that for other people. It's a great gift for me.
Well, obviously you're very passionate about what you do, Christina. Okay, so let's talk about the type of people, or I think it's mostly women that you treat, right?
Mostly women. So I actually rent a room and partner with woman Jen Lorman at Ascension Fitness in Metairie.
Okay.
And we actually have really a team approach, and it's a really exciting model of care to be able to provide for people. We can refer back and forth and coordinate care in a very intimate, personalized, professional way. And she's doing some strengthening, and I'm doing the hands-on work, and we can provide people a level of care that we're both very proud of. We both specialize in treating active women. A lot of them happen to be moms because many women
and
are
a lot
moms.
of them are watching the show tonight, so we can definitely learn a lot. So, because I'm glad you brought that up, active moms. So, you know, my mom had 8 kids. She never took care of herself because she was too busy taking care of the kids.
It's a very generational thing that we find.
Right? So we neglect our health, and only when we are in serious pain do we seek medical help.
Right, and it doesn't have to be serious pain. It's actually great to come in and get help before it's really serious pain. Not that it's ever too late.
Right.
You know, what we also find a lot of times is that as women, as moms, as business owners, as leaders in the community, we think we just have to live with something, be it something as simple as a little tweak in our back, or that constant pinch in the front of our hip, or that knee that just never felt right going upstairs again, or that little bit of urinary leakage that we had ever since we had that baby.
Right.
Somebody else has told us, or we got the idea in our head that that's just part of
being
growing
a woman,
up, having a
life
baby.
changes. I don't believe in life
like that.
We can take control of our health.
Yes, exactly. You can get back on top of things. You can get back to the things you love. You can carry your kid without pain.
Yes.
You can get back to your exercises that make you feel better about yourself, help you with your trim waistline that gives us all self-confidence.
Yes, indeed.
And all of that. You don't need to be stopped by those little aches and pains. There's always help.
So Jennifer, Christina, terribly sorry because I met her partner Jennifer, and she's awesome. Hi, Jennifer. So, and you're both so similar in everything you're talking about. They're just an awesome duo. Okay, so your approach to physical therapy, I know you do a whole body approach.
Always.
I call that the whole mind, body, spirit. If your mind is in it, your spirit is motivated to get well, your body's going to get well.
Yep.
Right?
So, yes. And anybody who comes in to see me is going to get an assessment from head to toe, and we'll get deep into your medical history, things that you may not even realize are important.
Okay.
But your body carries all the things you've been through in many ways over time. And so all of that's important, and we're going to address everything in the ways that I can help.
Okay. And what about stress? You know, I'm glad you when you talk about the whole body approach, stress. We all have stress.
Yes.
And sometimes you go through situations like, for instance, I lost my brother a few months ago, and since my brother died, I just feel like my body aches a lot.
Yes.
I'm holding on to the stress, and I want to release it.
Yes.
Right? Do you experience that with your patients?
Absolutely. And a lot of times that's not the first thing that we'll talk about with somebody, because it's deep and emotional to go there right away.
Right.
But a lot of times what happens is as we develop a relationship, and it's very personal, and the type of care I'm providing for people, they'll come and say, oh, by the way, I've noticed that I'm sleeping better since I started receiving this treatment, because what I didn't realize is I was carrying all of the stress from my child's illness, the loss of my parent, what have you. And a lot of times we don't even realize we're holding on to that, and we're bottling it up, and we're protecting our heart, and we're changing our posture in subtle ways. And to open all of that up, you can breathe deeper and easier, you can sleep better. And that kind of feedback is so exciting, because that is a gift that I love to be a part of giving to people. It's deep quality of life changes, not just that my ankle feels better or my back's not as sore, which is also meaningful, but to get past that and deeper than that is so exciting.
Well, you've taken physical therapy to a whole other level. I mean, this woman is providing physical therapy for the mind as well, and getting people well. And people, I think that when we feel good about ourselves, our body responds.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I love that, you're taking this approach where you sit with someone, you don't just say, okay, let's look at an x-ray, or, what happened to you? Did you fall off your bike? My hip hurts. You're really going deep. You're
so
going from the very
more.
beginning. Let's get a whole health history on you.
Yes.
And where are you in your life right now?
And treating the whole person, and it's all one-on-one care. It's
so how do we find you? How do we hire you? And she's the woman. Amazing guest today. I'm sorry, the energy is crazy in the studio.
So much.
Okay, so Christina, tell me where you're located, how we find you.
So I'm located in Metairie. I have a private room in the back of Ascension Fitness, which is that personal training gym that I mentioned with Jen. And my number is area code 352-870-8205. And my Facebook page is my website, since it's just me.
Okay.
It's facebook.com/hands-on-therapy-NOLA.
Fantastic. Hands-on Therapy NOLA. Find her on Facebook. Go like her page, and then they can send you a personal message.
That would be
to reach
that's
out
a
to
great
you.
way to start the connection, and
Sure.
you can tell me what you're dealing with, and I can let you know if there's a chance I might be able to help.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think that for those of you watching the show tonight, if you have any type of physical pain, sometimes I also think emotional pain is associated with physical pain, then this is the woman you need to call, and I think it's a great investment in yourself. It'll be a wonderful investment for your whole family. And I've learned a lot today, from
so
Camille.
much.
I've learned a lot from you. And that, again, like I said, I'm very open about my loss with my brother. I've had a lot of aches and pains, and I'm not sleeping well. So I'll definitely be calling you. It's time to take care of myself. We have to take care of ourselves, right?
Yep, that's the only way we can take care of other people.
Women tend to take care of other people, but they don't take care of
true.
themselves. Well,
It's true.
2017 will be the year where women take care of themselves.
I hope so.
And don't worry, guys, we'll take care of you too. We're always going to take care of you. You were awesome. Thank you for being on the show.
Much.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back.